I'm back. It's been a long time since you've actually heard my voice coming out of me. But I'm back and I'll be explaining the lore of Xeorboom and all its characters. I will also be drawing them to show you everything, really. So let's start with the man, the myth, the homicidal robot, the one who made it all possible, Xeor. Yes. Okay, so Xeorboom, as you know him today, is only designed the way he is because of Xeor. He was a big part of my earlier life, back when I used to make a show with a friend. The show never left its ground, but he was one of the villains. And I just ended up loving him too much. He was just amazing. And he started out as this kind of ominous villain, running it from the shadows, but now I've just kind of turned him into. Wait, let me make it focus. I've just kind of turned him into more of a more chaos-y character. He's a robot, and he was created by a company. He also go by Xeor. He was designed as a security robot, but he's the prototype, dubbed the indestructible prototype, because his hard drive, which I will point out once I draw it, is actually made of a substance called ion, specifically amplified ion, which is really hard to destroy. He's also had all his safety and security features turned off, so he's really dangerous. This hard drive right here. He was really an incidental character, but I don't mean to design him, but he's become so iconic that you all know him as kind of the face of the channel. I'm kind of happy that he's turned out this way. He's a character heavily based on FNAF and things like that. And he always has an axe with him. We go through all the more modern Xeor axe, but the classic looks like this. And I won't let anyone forget that. He has no stripes on his arms, but sometimes he does. He's quite a good character. I really like him. He's really someone who stuck with me through the years. And that's why I named my channel after him. The Broom part has a really long story as to why Okay, it doesn't really. I just stuck something next to the end of Xeor. It's originally Xeor 0, but I changed it. In fact, Xeor 0 may as well become my second channel. And, yeah. That's who Xeor is. That's on to my next character. Now, this one's an interesting one. This is a character named Azar. Now, Azar has a very interesting backstory. I created him while listening to a song. I know it sounds weird, but I was listening to a song and I just had this little character in my head who I later upgraded. It turned into something better. And overall, Azar has become quite prominent in the Xeorboom universe. Not the Blind Demon Show universe, that's my show that's coming out soon. Next year, actually. But Azar represents all my negativity and all my bad side. I've had it for years due to the whole ADHD thing, but I needed a face to put to it. So that's why I invented Azar. Azar's name comes from the Spanish word for blue being azure. It's because he's blue, actually. I'm just not colouring him, but if he was in colour, he would be blue. Azar's design, he was actually the last Xeorboom character ever designed. And kind of shows the more complex design that I went for. His tail has stripes on it. looks kind of knife shaped. He's also inspired by an old character I made called Anxiety, and Anxiety was blue and also had these long black nails, so I put it into Azar. And yeah, that's who Azar is, to explain that. Okay, now it's on to Sknalf. Now, Sknalf is an interesting case. He is a character you will see quite a bit more in my demon show. He's an Envice demon, which comes from envy and ice, because they're ruled by Xerion, who needs to make everyone envious of him. Really, he doesn't usually smile, but I'm drawing him a smile for some reason. In fact, if I want, I'll just draw an extra head over here to show you his normal expression. All these characters will appear in little animations I'm making. Usually looks something like that. Anyway, Sknalf, he's pretty small, and he's green, because envy and green. The ice part comes from the fact that most of the realm is covered in ice. And Sknalf here isn't meant to come first, let's just say. He's a part of a big project I'm working on, obviously being my demon show, but he's a part of a little storyline I've got, and I'll answer why that is when the storyline comes around. But yeah, that's Sknalf. Okay, now it's on to a very interesting character. Possibly, these two are possibly some of my favourite characters. So let's start with Vessel. Now, Vessel is my original character created for this little game called Sandspiel, which I do play a lot. I'm taking a break for over the holidays, really. But if any of you know me from Sandspiel, you'll only know me as Vessel, because he's my character there. Vessel is heavily based on Mimikyu, and specifically, this is what I usually draw him as, but he has a full body. It's specifically based on a puppet of Mimikyu that I've currently got in my wardrobe. Made a custom puppet of Mimikyu years ago. Here he is. That's what Vessel is actually based on. And Vessel is an Abyssian. He's from the Abyss, which is one of the 7 void realms. I believe it was 7. And really, I can't be bothered for the rest of him, but he's kind of just looking like a skeleton, because the lore's really long for you to go rather animated, so that's Vessel. And this guy, he's my favourite. So, long explanation, but a couple of years ago, back when Steven Universe was still airing, I was making little comics for the show and stuff. I had lots of original characters who appeared, but one of them just stuck with me through it all. He was so fun, really. That character was Purple Snow. I just really liked his design, his personality. He was fun, he was interesting, complex yet simplistic, and throughout it all, he was just the perfect character. And I didn't even mean to design him the way he is. He wears a top hat, which looks like Funtime Freddy's, and canonically he got it from Kellen Goff, the actor of Funtime Freddy. He's really... He's a bit of a weird guy. He represents my side that really likes different things and the shows that I like and all that. He's really that side of me, because every character kind of represents me in a way. And he has a tie made of crystals. It's got some buttons as well. he dresses in a suit and tie, which, considering that the OG's finale is based on old Rubber Hose animation, I decided to make his clothing very era appropriate as well. He has the same shape-shifting powers, and I already have a voice planned for him and all. Really, I'm gonna do a few voice lines of the characters towards the end of this video, so that you can all see their personalities. But Purple is really the last character. Speaking of Purple going on trial. It's a little animated series I'm working on, based on FNAF and the Purple Guy murders. So if you're interested in checking that out, early 2023 is a release date. I'm learning how to animate currently to fulfill my dreams of being an animator. But Purple Spinel here, he's one of my characters. He has a cane, and the cane is also one of the scythe thingies. And overall, Purple Spinel is just a really cool guy. He's not really like the others. The majority of them, you kind of want them around. He has pointy shoes. Very pointy. And his stripes on his trousers. Just like the era he's based on. Coattails as well. Cannot forget the coattails. There he is. Sorry, outside. So now I'm going to be going over the voice after them. So Xeor. Okay. Xeor kind of sounds like this. They get a lot of inspiration from Alex Reitman and how he does his voice. Who, if you watch Dead End, you all know him as Tim Lucas with his voice. But yeah, and I made him sound kind of robotic. He's meant to sound evil, but like not fully robotic. With my robotic voice that I do, which sounds like this, more. He's gotta have a bit of energy in there, but also sounding robotic. Purple Spinel, he's got kind of sped up dialogue, a bit faster. He sounds a bit radio host-esque, and he's really, I don't know how I do it. I just kind of make him sound more animated in a way. He sounds like this. Vessel sounds like me, but a bit faster. Really just because he's my original character for Sansfield, I decided I just do my voice slightly quicker. Skanalf is very interesting. He has like this very interesting way of talking. He talks very slowly, and he's also a bit fast in his talking, almost the way that the character that I will show you, who he's kind of got a bit of a rivalry with. It's Brian Deery Show character, but he speaks slowly and kind of, if you ever watch the Super Things cartoons, it's kind of like Enigma does, but also it's a bit of speed in there. Very interesting character. Finally, he represents all my negative side, so I just visualize something I really hate. In this case, Ninjago Season 8. Give that a bit more villainous energy, and this is Azar's voice. It perfectly captures the character and all of his energy. It perfectly sounds like this. And this is voice for Azar. And those are all the characters, all their voices, and who they will be. So it's the end of the year. My final video. I hope you're all excited for what I've got coming next year. I've got Purple Guy on trial. I've got Blind Demon Show, I've got tons of animated projects. So, yeah. I will give you one last thing for this year. Little send off. Lottle. Hey, Lottle. Look at him. What's he doing? Anyway, so, Happy New Year from me, Azar, Purple Smell, Vessel, Sknauf, all the other guys, and Lottle. But I just realised I forgot a very special character, but you'll meet him in the new year. Yeah, he's got a lot of story behind him, but you know what? I'll give you one last teaser in complete silence, just to show you the next project I'm working on before Scrapchat's Revenge, before Sun and Moon Knight, before Purple Gun Trial, before Vine Demon Show, before any of these. Is your final teaser of the whole year. Oh yeah, also just so we're all on the same page, Arkham Showcases. Next year, first thing I'm doing, after all the lyrics, with lyrics, is this is not my final video of the year, this is my final video of the year where you can just hear me talking, and it's not with lyrics, there'll be at least 2 more with lyrics. Okay, final teaser. Before you get that teaser, here's Bad Guy, my brother's character. I'll be animating his funny adventures soon. Prepare to meet him and his unique cast of characters very, very soon. This is what I'm really talking about. I hope you're excited to see the Chaos Saga.